Well, hello and welcome. We should be online, I believe. Although, give me a second. I'm just trying to check. Okay. And now we're up. Yep. Sorry for that blue screen, alright, but yeah, I was checking some things. But we are online. We are on round 6 in F8. Once again, as you can see, I've crashed. So that means I'm the commentator now for the other half of the race, just like in Sandboat. Yeah, I caused the safety car, so we have an interesting race ahead of us. And as you can see, Cut Racer once again leading. That safety car really helped him. Um, Smalley has been basically up there almost the whole race. And then the McLarens, which finally they are doing a really good race, and safety car is coming in this lap, so we should see some good racing. And let's see what the leader does. Anyways, as you can see, some penalties. I believe Smalley and Cat Racer have a 5-second time penalty for colliding between each other. And really good restart at the moment. 6/10 is the gap that actually separates them at the moment. With 11 laps to go, they has trying to secure this championship. Of course, he doesn't have mathematic options yet, but he's on his way to actually dominate, because it's what he has been doing the whole season. His main rival, Zach, at the moment, he's currently P12. That safety car basically ruined his whole race, which is a shame. Quite ironical, you know, that his teammate has actually ruined his race, which I apologize for. But yeah, anyways, as we can see right now, not much action at the top of the race, but we can see here the Aston Martin from Ayubkan trying the move on the Ferrari Nick Kenshin, which lately has been doing some good races. He has been quite consistent, you know, avoiding crashes, except in Italy, I believe it was. So he has been doing some promising races, and hopefully here he could be up to a podium, because as you can see, we have some penalties, which I'm going to show here. 3 seconds for Leonard and Big Boy Ewan, which means that it won't be removed, probably. And then we have 5-second time penalty for the leaders, which should be removed because it was a contact under a safety car. So unless, you know, it was deliberate, we should see the penalties removed. The Cat Racer, fastest lap of the race with a 1:28.2, which allows him, you know, to escape from DRS range. Really solid at the moment. And let's stay right now with this Aston Martin, which currently seems like the closest car to make a move. DRS is not enabled yet, so we'll have to wait for another lap. But look at that, Zach going for a move on Game Freaker. Game Freaker trying to defend as Zach is down the inside. No, he actually made the move just before the corner. Is gonna Zach try the move, the second in the championship, trying to go for the move down the inside. He goes, Game Freaker trying to defend that position, but I'm really afraid that he's not going to be able to make it. And look at that Mercedes trying to have a sneak down the inside, but there was not enough space to try the move. Actually, I'm going to use this to change cameras, because I'm on my wheel, so it's more annoying, you know, to start switching. And look at that, I moved just before Mackett and Beckett's, or Beckett's, no, it's actually Mackett and Beckett's, I believe. So a really solid move, as Quito is now up to 9th, and Alex not being able to defend that. But look at that, the Red Bull trying to defend from the Mercedes, trying to go for the move. Actually, round the outside, he's going to go. The Williams trying to sneak down the inside. A really beautiful move through Stowe. And that puts the Williams back again in P9. And look at that, Alpine trying to go for a really deep dive, and he goes off the track. I don't know if he was hit or what, but that was a really desperate move what he tried there, Zach, and he's now down to 16th. He's gonna try and finish the race, but that's not what you want. Really unfortunate to see. And look at Game Freaker now. He's gonna be the next one to try to move on the Mercedes, who is losing position after position as Ice-T loses a position against the Ferrari driver, but he puts his back. But they are making contact side by side. This could end really badly, but it's the Aston Martin who is ahead. And look at Game Freaker now trying to go down the inside as the Williams ahead. Alex and the Red Bull from Berre have a really big contact there. And that's both of them round, but look at Berre trying to keep their position once again. They go side by side. Game Freaker trying to make it round the outside, but he's on mediums. And I believe the Red Bull driver is currently on the soft tire, which is going to make the Alfa Romeo driver the overtake almost impossible, as he's now really behind, really close, and meanwhile behind El Piloto trying to bench his teammate. Probably the Spaniards not happy, as recently they've had really bad races. But look at that, the Alfa Romeo all over the back of the Red Bull now, trying to go around the outside. I think that's going to be a really simple move, which is going to work just fine. But look at that, Williams trying to make two moves on one, round the outside through Stowe. He keeps it right now. It's really clean, and El Piloto has made it. Really solid move by the Williams driver. What a beautiful move. He took slipstream, he overtook the Red Bull, but not only that, he was not satisfied by that. He also went for the move on the Alfa Romeo, so he is currently 8th. And look at that, Ice-T, he retired on the pit, so that's not going to be a safety car, so everyone can breathe normally. And look at that now, the Aston Martin Can, which has been behind the Ferrari for many laps, really close, all over the back of the Ferrari engine. So let's see if he actually tries a move now. I don't think he's close enough, and that slipstream and DRS is not enough to try and go for the move. So right now, actually, I'm gonna take if never mind. Right now we have a really intense battle behind, but look at that. I think the Aston Martin could finally have a chance, but is he gonna use all his ERS? He doesn't have much either. He will have to go for the traction, I believe, because in normal situation he's not being able to overtake the Ferrari, and I believe he has more pace than the car ahead, but the fact he's not being able to pull the move out, you know, it's probably costing him plenty of positions ahead of him. So right now we have Big Boy Ewan in 5th, trying to get that overtake done on Slash, but he's only 5/10 behind, trying to get a little bit closer, but I don't think it's possible right now. Doesn't seem like he has more pace than the car ahead. Probably that DRS, you know, helping him in staying in front of Nick, and also the DRS helping Nick to stay in front of Can. But all of them will have to watch out, because I don't know if El Piloto has been quick or not, but 2.2 is a gap which separates him from the guys ahead. If he's able, you know, to have some good laps, he could probably engage DRS range, which would allow him to try and go for the move at some point. So right now the Spanish driver just on the edge of getting that gap below the 2 seconds, which should be enough to try and fight for higher positions, because to be fair, he has the pace for it. And meanwhile, we don't have that many battles, to be fair. Trying to make, you know, this part of the live stream exciting, because I know that we haven't had qualifying, neither the first half of the race, since our main commentator was not able to get here on time. But at the moment we don't have that much action. But still, Cat Racer with a big gap of a 3-second gap to Smalley, which allows him to extend his lead in the championship fight. Basically, he would have probably more than 16 points to the car behind, since Zach today not in his best track, probably down in 14th. Although we have to mention he was involved in an incident with the Red Bull from Berre. You can go backwards in the stream and you can look at it. Big contact going into turn 7, I believe it is. I mean, I'm sorry if I mess up, with the corners and everything, but as you know, I haven't had enough time, to prepare this live stream. I didn't expect to jump in, so a bit weird. But anyways, look at this. We have a big DRS train. Ayub now trying to go for the move. I think he's going to try and launch it. Yes, he does. He's going to try and go down the inside. Really smooth move. The Ferrari trying to hold round the outside, but that's impossible. Will the Ferrari try and dive it back? No, he doesn't. He stays behind, and that's the Aston Martin up to P6. Really solid job from this driver, because he was really struggling to make the overtake, but finally on lap 21 he has been able to make it, and Alex calls it for today. He goes into the pits and DNFs. Such a shame, Alex, but I completely understand the frustration here. Lately, not the best races you can have, and I believe that's a Ferrari as well going into the pits. I don't know if he's gonna retire or what, or just go for the fastest lap, but yeah, that's another car into the pits. And Robin, what's that for Robin? Because I was talking about El Piloto earlier, which I thought he would catch the guys ahead, which, to be honest, he's 1.7, 1.8. I mean, he's currently, getting that gap down, but look at the people behind. We have Game Freaker, 6/10 behind El Piloto, who doesn't have DRS, of course, so it could be a perfect chance for Game Freaker, to try and overtake at some point. But Robin is even closer. The only drawback, disadvantage from that driver is that basically he has a penalty, which makes him basically impossible to go for the move. And look at Big Boy Joe when making the move just before Stowe, but I don't think Slash is going to be happy with that, and he's going to try and take that position back. No, he doesn't. He just stays behind, trying to go for traction maybe. Really close all over the gearbox from the Haas. Not a steady exit for Big Boy Juwan, who is trying to get a podium here, but right now he has a 3-second time penalty, so he needs to get however he can, that gap, which allows him to keep that 4th place, which really difficult at the moment. The McLaren really close, so I wouldn't be surprised if he actually overtakes again. And meanwhile, behind, Robin and Game Freaker going side by side, as Game Freaker trying to hold it around the outside. Beautiful defensive move at the Alfa Romeo. But look at Robin, the Dutch driver, now trying to get that position back from the Alfa Romeo, who interestingly did an amazing move. And look at these two guys as well going side by side now. Not the exit the Ferrari wanted probably, but now Nick trying and get the inside for Cops, and he's gonna do it. So beautiful move, but the Aston Martin trying to go for a sort of switchback, I would say, but he just stays behind, and at the moment he's really close, and this could end really badly. The dirty air here is quite noticeable, so we'll see if with DRS he can make the overtake back. Definitely Nick running out of DRS, which we'll have to keep an eye on the fight ahead. Yeah, definitely Big Boy Joan making the overtake back. And let's see these two guys. Yeah, both of them did it on the same spot, same modus operandi, same MO, I could have said. So really solid move from the Aston Martin, but look at that. That I would say ridiculous fight has allowed El Piloto, to catch, and all these guys that are behind him. So the Aston Martin now cannot push forward, and try and catch the guys ahead. Now he will have to look at the mirrors, and see the guys who are behind. So let's see, the Williams tried to find the spot, after the difficult race he has encountered. He's now trying to find, a gap, a space where he can go and look at that. The Ferrari now going down the inside, but goes a little bit deep. Could the Aston Martin do something different here? Oh, look at that Williams. No, really smart driving from him. He saw the spot, he went for it, he didn't ask any questions, and look at that, he's now up to P7th, just behind the Ferrari. What an amazing move, to be fair. I'm surprised. I mean, he went for it, he saw the gap, he sent it. Really beautiful move by the Spaniard. And now next target, Nick Kenshin, and we'll keep an eye as well on Slash, because I think Slash could do something here No, he's way too far behind. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I went too optimistic on this one, but look at that. The Williams now trying to go around the outside. Will he make it, though? The Ferrari trying to defend from that, but look at that. We can see the Williams finding the gap and going for that move, which puts him P6. Amazing, amazing race. This is a perfect example that you never have to give up. And this shows that he probably had the pace to win the race. Wow, amazing, amazing stuff from the Williams driver. And yeah, now we have only 3 laps remaining, so a bit surprising. Let's see if we see some action here. Oh, Robin now going for the outside move, I believe. No, actually the inside move, and Game Freaker. I don't know what happened there, if there was some contact or what. I caught it late, but look at that. El Piloto now being overtaken by Nick Kenshin. Will he try to move back? He tries though, trying to go round the outside. The Ferrari trying to push him off. They're going to go side by side into Cops, I believe. If the Williams gets a really good slipstream, we'll have to wait and see. He might stay behind. Meanwhile, behind we have Robin. Actually, Game Freaker going round the outside. Is he going to make it round the outside on Cops? Yes, he does. He goes wide. I don't know if he will give that position back. I mean, I wouldn't, to be fair, because he was pushed off. So, solid move by Game Freaker. Nice try by Robin, but he got overtaken here. And let's see if the Williams now can go for a move. If I was him, I would actually wait for last lap. You know, because he's not going to get the guy side. Well, actually, he could get Big Boy Ruin, but look at that. Going round the outside again, trying the same move he tried last lap, but not possible to do so. Now going round the outside, beautiful fight we're seeing here, but that's a 3-second time penalty, which I believe is going to get removed because that was a bit dirty from... Hold on. What just... Oh! He's out! Leonard is out, El Piloto is out, and Nick Kenshin is also out. So this is a big shakeup, and look at that, because right now Game Freaker fighting for P5. I completely missed the action. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I'm terrible at this, catching the whole action. You know, the other day I was actually criticizing someone for it, but as you can see, I'm not better. It's really difficult to catch everything, but as we can see, Game Freaker now going for P5 here. If he actually pushes, he could actually go for a higher position, maybe podium. Because he has Big Boy Yuan ahead with 6 seconds. No, but actually, yeah, Slash doesn't have a penalty, so that's pretty impossible for him. So basically, these two will be fighting for P4 on this race, as we have 20 people in. Welcome to all of you. A pleasure to have you for this ending. And meanwhile, behind Barrett trying to get a move, Robin gets another 3-second time penalty, and El Piloto probably won't be happy. I was saying earlier, you know, a perfect example, you know, fighting till the end. And look at this. Actually, Nick doing the move in back, and then back. It's really solid move by the Ferrari driver, Big Boy Yuan. I think he had a moment, or he was just overtaken. I'm missing the whole action. No, not again. Seriously, I pick up the worst fight. And as we can see, there has been a switch in positions. Game Freaker now behind Ayubkan, Big Boy Yuan behind Slash. So right now, Ayubkan would jump Big Boy Yuan, and Game Freaker would do so. So, yeah, last lap. So we'll go with Cat Racer at the end of the lap. But we have interesting fights. Big Boy Yuan, I don't think it's a relevant one because he has the penalty. So even if he goes for that gap and he goes for that overtaking, I don't think it's enough. So we'll keep an eye. But I believe Game Freaker is the one to watch. He'll probably make the move, I believe, because he's really close. I don't know if he actually let it. He let himself to be overtaken by the Aston Martin, which would be actually a really nice tactic. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Right now, half a lap left for Cat Racer, who will cross the line in first. Unless, you know, something happens. Cross fingers. But here we go. Big Boy Yuan now trying to go for the move on the McLaren. I think he just wants to get that position on track. He's going to go for it down the inside. He goes. The McLaren trying to defend from it, but he doesn't have enough ERS. Is he going to try the switch back? I don't think so. Is he going to try and send it on the last corner? No, I think he's going to stay behind because he knows that he doesn't have a penalty, and that's a race over. By the way, yeah, I missed Cat Racer in first, Molly in second, Big Boy Yuan in third, but Slash getting on penalties, and Egyptian is going to jump as well, Big Boy Yuan and Game Freaker as well. So that's Big Boy Yuan in sixth, Perre in seventh, Robin in 8th, which is actually who is actually jumped by Zach. And Nick as well. Yeah, actually Robin out of the point, so that's Quito closing the top 10. Robin in 11th and Garofalo in 12th, so that has been all for today. Really solid race, I would say. Really solid second half of the race. We probably didn't see that much action as in the first half of the race, but it was still good. So let's take a night on the comments to see if anyone has something to say. Yeah, Yannick saying last lap. Really solid race. Cat Racer, basically, pushing to the championship title because he has been doing a really solid season. Zach, not as consistent, probably he hasn't had the time to practice, I believe. So nothing we can complain about. And Smalley, to be fair, really solid race. Even if both of them get the penalty removed, it won't affect to the races since they were able to finish ahead of the guys behind, which proves that they've been ahead of everyone. So really solid race. I just want to use this final time, to apologize for what happened in the race. Not to the viewers, to the drivers, to some drivers, maybe Game Freaker, which I will talk to him later on. Because we were involved in an incident. I don't know if he could have given me more space. I don't know if I could have backed down. Probably yes. But yeah, if it was my fault, I apologize for it, as well as for Ice-T, which we were involved, but I backed off and let his position back, so there shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, just apologizing in case they see the stream and they can see my formal apology. So this has been everything for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. As you can see, Cat Racer starting from 11th, which shows his dominance on this tier. Surprisingly, he didn't get driver of the day. It was Game Freaker who got it, given by the game, of course. For me, probably Cat Racer and Game Freaker, because I punted him off and he recovered quite well. So yeah, really good race. And yeah, the podium, Cat Racer, Smalley, Slash, and outside the top 3, of course, Aijubkan in 4th, Game Freaker, Big Boy Joan in 6th, Pere in 7th, Zach in 8th. Good result for him, taking into account he was taken out in the first laps. Nick in 9th, and Quito in 10th, and I couldn't see the rest. Yeah, my bad. So yeah, that has been everything for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next week, guys. Hopefully with the main commentator.